Welcome to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. Per usual, I am super excited to get into today's pick a card because today we are getting into the meeting of your soulmate, your life partner, your next partner, what it's going to be like and when, and also the signs you'll see to let you know that it's them. So we're just going to jump right into it. Per usual, my Etsy is always linked in the description below. If you'd like to get a private tarot reading, you can find me there. And if you need more time with the piles, just make sure to pause the video. We got the Magician flipping over with pile 1. But we have pile 1 with green zebra stone. Pile 2 with the cat tarot and sunstone. There's that. Pile 3 with the modern witch tarot and regular zebra stone. And then pile 4 with the mermaid tarot and smoky quartz. So take as much time as you need with the piles and then go ahead and pick the pile for you. Other than that, we're just going to get right into it. All right, if you chose group 1 with the green zebra stone, this is your reading. We're getting into the meeting of your soulmate life partner. Next relationship, what is it going to be like and when? What are the signs that you'll see as well? So let's just get right in. Spirit, can you tell me about group 1 meeting their life partner? Ooh, you guys. We got the challenging message right away. The only thing that makes it challenging is this one here. We got the relocation card that came right out for you guys, group 1. I always get nervous when I get this one because it's such a big step to relocate. But with you guys, honestly, I feel like the reason that you're meeting your life partner after relocation is because this relocation is going to be bigger than just... it's not for the purpose of romance. Romance is more of like something that comes along with you taking this big step, you going on this journey. But we also have the spirit family card. So relocation for you is putting you in alignment in more than one way. You're meeting your soul family, your spirit family, your tribe, your people. And there is such an energy of camaraderie, group 1. With your spread already, we have the good friends card, spirit family, relocation, and then blessings. So I feel like you've been feeling really stuck and stagnant where you are geographically. You may be looking at like geographic astrology. I forget exactly what it's called, but basically it's astrology that tells you, you know, it like basically focuses on the grid lines. So you, like, for an example, you can look at your Venus line in like this type of astrology and you can see like where you will find the best romantic opportunities, you know, geographically. So it'll tell you where in the world you'll have the best opportunities and also the worst opportunities in all sorts of areas of your life. So you may be getting into that. But you know, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were looking at like your Jupiter line, because that's all about expansion of the home. It can always, or not always, but it can a lot of times represent relocation as well. And, you know, expansion of your friend group, meeting your spirit family. And then we have the blessings card, which is about expansion as well. That could be a new baby. That could be an energy of financial blessings. You know, if you've been experiencing financial hardship where you are, I would definitely take this as that push that you've been waiting for, like on a non-love related level. That, yeah, that's the message you've been getting. Like, this is what we've been trying to tell you. We got finding joy and harmony. You know, and this just gives me black sheep energy, like where you are physically really limits you. It's like you're different than the people who live in your area. It's like, especially if you've lived there all your life, I'm sure you found a way to communicate with people. It's not like it's impossible to communicate with people in that area, especially if you know how to talk to people just to get by. But that's all I feel that you really get here. Now, if you've already relocated and you're already where Spirit told you to be, well, I would take this as a message of, okay, it's time to get out of the house and really expand. And it may be hard to do that considering, like, you know, your physical health and safety, like, you know, you don't want to get sick trying to intermingle with everybody. But tapping into this energy, you guys, like, I definitely feel relocation is kind of leading you to everything you'd been looking for. Spirit, I want new friends in my life. I want to make more connections. I want to be a part of a friend group, like people, multiple people, where it's like I don't just have one friend, but I have multiple people that I can lean on, multiple people that can support me and that I can support. And you may be considering or wanting to live in a place where you can live off of more of like a barter-based system. So you have a talent or something that you can add to the community, and you can, you know, leverage your skills to get the things that you need. I always think, like, you know, like if you know how to grow your own food, if you've been vegetarian or vegan, or just getting into or thinking about, you know, getting into learning how to grow your own food in case anything happened, or just so you have the ability to, you know, Spirit's kind of giving you that push, like, okay, what you want is interlaced in what you've been wanting to do, and it's just time to, you know, really take that leap. Take that leap of faith. We have the guidance card, and look at this. You got a compass. You got a compass on the guidance card. Ooh, now this is interesting. We have setback, confusion, and enemies. So honestly, that just totally came out of left field. You may have been guided to expand already, and you know you've been guided to expand, but you may have someone who doesn't want to expand that you're currently friends with that kind of told you, no, that's not a good idea. That's not something that you should be doing. That's, you know, like someone who you tell things to that just always finds a way to make something negative out of what you're saying. Like, that's how that feels. Like someone where it's like, why you gotta be so negative? Like, tapping into this energy, you may have a friend that's small-minded, or maybe just a friend that is not called to do what you're called to do, you guys. This is your guidance. Spirit didn't say this is the message for you and your friends. Spirit gave you that dream. Spirit gave you that message. You know, so we have the setback card. That could honestly be related to, like, you know, losing a job, not having as much money. Maybe you know, you already felt like you wanted to see where else, you know, or what it would be like to live in another part of the world. But after everything kind of went down and things started to shut down, even though they're opening back up, I just feel like you guys are kind of like, we have the confusion card. Like, you're like, Spirit, how am I going to do this now? Because things are different, you know, and I really kind of feel Spirit calling you to take a leap of faith. I'm getting tour guide energy, and I'm also getting a new friend. So when you move, your next romantic partner, I'm feeling like, is going to be a tour guide. Very chivalrous energy with this Ace of Swords, and that's exactly the energy that I get. Like someone literally leading the way for you, showing you around your new city. So like I said, if you've already made, you know, this big move that Spirit is talking about, Spirit is definitely telling you to put yourself out there, and also to allow yourself to be led to connect with other people. You know, there's no point to moving to a new space in the hopes of making good friends and meeting your spirit family if all you do is take yourself to the places that will give you what you need in the moment. Like, for an example, taking yourself to the grocery store, or like, well, that's not even a good example because that's more of a necessity, but like, you know, you want to go out to eat, and instead of, like, you know, getting dressed up, going to a happy hour so you can meet people, or trying to let your coworkers take you, you just go to the Chinese spot across the street from your new apartment. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, guys. We got to expand here. We got the King of Swords in reverse. So I feel like something did happen reasonably, you know, that planted a seed of confusion in your head, or a setback that could be financially after you had already received the message from Spirit to expand your horizons. And after that, honestly, from there, I don't really see you kind of like peeking your head back out and trying at it again. I see you kind of being like, well, that happened, so now Spirit's gotta do everything. And it's like, what? Interesting. We got the Page of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse, or sorry, the Queen of Swords in reverse. So we've had both Queen of Swords and the King of Swords both in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. Honestly, I feel like your soulmate is on They're on a mirrored journey with you, and you don't know each other yet, but you guys bounce off of each other's energy. So when you start to feel fear, it's almost giving like a twin flame connected energy because of how connected you are. But when they start to feel fear, you'll feel it. Vice versa. And if one of you doesn't stand up and be the stronger person, then both of you kind of stay in the same place, kind of stuck. Very strong connection between you two already though. We have the 10 of Cups and the Strength card, so things will move along, as you open yourself up, as you commit to the journey. Yeah, but we have the 9 of Swords, so there's a lot of fear, a lot of swords energy here. Geez. That would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, like a lot of air sign energy. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So I see like redirection energy. Yep. Yeah. We have the 7 of Swords and the Fool card here. So 7 of Swords, I feel like you guys are avoiding what Spirit, like, I feel like you guys are avoiding getting yourself back up again, because this keeps coming through and this is what you're leaning on. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. Spirit is saying, no doubt about it, there was an actual setback, something real that's like, okay, there's a whole pandemic going on out here, like, and that's real. So it's like, not like you're being dramatic or anything like that, but now we're in a space where it's like, okay, you got to get out eventually, open yourself up eventually. And I see you guys kind of waiting on that. Hold on, I'm sorry, I gotta get some lotion on my hands because they're so dry that I can't even do this reading with such dry hands like this. Let me see what else Spirit has to say about the connection. So meeting, as far as the meeting of your soulmate life partner, I see that being when you're going out, getting out of your comfort zone and allowing yourself to be led, allowing yourself to be wined and dined, allowing yourself to be taken care of, allowing someone to give you a tour of the city. I see you meeting them either at their job, like this could be a coffee shop you frequent in the area, meeting them at their job or somewhere that they frequent, or through an activity. So like, for an example, I used to take like, I used to be in this, what is that called? Improv. I used to be in an improv class downtown in my city, and we would meet up every Monday at a bar, and we would go basically to different bars, like back rooms and things like that, and we would have a place where we could drink, but also we could, like, you know, just kind of hang out with other actors, and we can do improv, and it was just like, it was really fun. Something like that, like a group activity. I see you meeting your person in, but I just keep getting this energy of, first of all, you got to expand, because this is coming up in a whole nother deck now. We got pump your brakes, backstabber, and get off your high horse. Someone is trying to talk to you like, you think you're too good for us, that's why you want to leave us. You think you're too good for the city. You think you're too good for the places that we always hang out. At the bottom of the deck, we have guard your heart. So I definitely feel Spirit is telling you there is an enemy in the mist trying to confuse you, trying to, you know, keep you in this space of a setback. Someone who's really excusatory, like all they do is just lean on excuses. And I feel like that resonated with you when it made sense, but now it's like you don't need to use those excuses anymore. It's time to open yourself up and get back out there. So disconnecting with your old friend group and making new friends is going to be a part of the journey, and Spirit will help you, and also you'll be more happier. We have the happy and content card that came out, so that's funny because Spirit is like, you know, I know it's good to at least have like someone here and not go through a phase where you have 0 friends at all, but these friends that you have, or this friend, doesn't even freaking make you happy at this point, and they're trying to keep you from your happiness. This is what's on the way to you, and this is what is promised to you, group 1, but it is promised to you, not you and your friends. We have just the way you are in chemistry. Someone will like you without your sidekick, without your best friend. Even if your bestie is more outgoing and she's or he's usually the person that links you with all the new people you meet, or knows where all the, you know, get-togethers are, whatever, you're gonna do fine on your own, and it's time for you to start your own life on your own. This next phase for you is not gonna be, you know, I feel like maybe for a little while you'll be alone but not lonely. But you're cycling out of your old friend group and being called into a new one. And this is your spirit tribe, your spirit family. We got desire like fire. They're waiting for you. They're ready for you. But again, I feel like you bounce off of your soulmate's energy. You may have a friend that's a soulmate as well. Soulmates can manifest in all sorts of forms. You may have a friendship soulmate. Yeah, look at this. I love when the reading flows like this and everything is connected and right, spot on. You know, you may have a soulmate connection right now through a friendship, but it's time for a change. It's time to cycle out of that friendship and walk into a new one. Let's get into the time frame we're looking at, though, for you meeting them. Spirit, based on what we know now and what we can do moving forward, when will they meet their life partner? When will they meet their soulmate? Give me an indication. We have November that came out so far. So that would make total sense, especially if you hadn't made that move and it was supposed to happen previously. Spirit, can you give me some more as far as time? Okay, we got one that flipped over. We have 04, so that can signify April. That can also be a date or, yeah, a date that's significant to you. You could be born on the 4th, so could this person. Also, this could be like you meet them on the 4th of November or the 4th of the month. We have in the next few days. So if you're already aware you had planned to move and you already completed that part, more power to you. You know, it could be a few more days from when you're watching this until the weekend. And it's like, you know, you can get out there. Ooh, we're getting, we have sooner than you expect. So your life can change rather quickly. Also, I feel like this is when a sign will come in, because I did intend to see what signs you will, you know, look out for and things like that. What will happen. So Spirit is going to send you a sign, and that'll be kind of unique to you, what you get. But we have October 24th to November 21st, Scorpio season. So I love when that happens, when like the, I love when the, like the timelines overlap, because we have the November here and the November there. Let me see. I'm being called to pull from this deck. Spirit, what do you need me to know here? What do you need them to know? Oh my God. Spirit is drilling it in. We have let your past go. It says the burden of carrying your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want or need it, and it's now gone. So I see a whole life change happening that's leading you to your life partner. And we have assertiveness. So the people around you, if you let them, they'll convince you not to want more for yourself, not to get what's here for you that you could also get. But it's up to you whether or not you do, because this is being offered to you, not to them. So you are going to have to take the first step, that leap of faith, and you are going to have to trust the universe here. And I don't feel like, well, I will say you are getting a sign, something coming in within the next few days. So I won't say that, you know, Spirit isn't going to give you anything else on the matter. Just do it. I feel like Spirit will give you exactly what you need specifically. The situation can be healed gently and with love as you requested, yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words, you guys. There may be a conversation that has to be had so that we can close this cycle properly. Spirit, can you tell me what crystal group 1 is being called to at this time? What crystal can help them in this part of their journey? Because there's so much being asked of you guys. Petalite, number 42. All right, let's see. I got the book because I don't know all the crystal, obviously. Let's see. And I'm going to put the card up to the camera so you can see it. All right. I don't think it's focused. I think it wants to focus on everything else. Petalite, essential meaning, witnessing the observer, the ability to detach the impersonal quality of the universe. Sometimes life feels too close for comfort. Decisions are difficult to make when you're taking life so personally. This is particularly true for empaths and sensitive. When the petalite arrives, it's here to give you the ability to step back and observe with detachment and neutrality. There's a place within you that allows you to observe without emotion, see the world with the perspective of acceptance, trying not to change what you see as external to you, but rather through a lens of which you perceive it. Now is the time to step back and observe what is in front of you. Are you reacting to something that's triggering you, or are you overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information that you need to process? Is it time to sort things out? Petalite reminds you that a clear, detached manner will empower you to understand the true nature of what is in front of you, and now to take the steps in your own time. So this is a, I can't talk now. This is a crystal that can help you guys detach, but that is what I have for you. You already know you can find me on Etsy if you need your own private tarot reading group one. Other than that, that is what I have for you today. Like I said, like, huge leap of faith required for you. I can definitely feel that. There's no way to sugarcoat that, because this is a huge deal. Like, when I get the moving messages, seriously, it's like, ooh, spirit, okay, you better work through me. You better channel through me, because I'm a Cancer. I like my stability. I like my routine. So for a message like that, it immediately personally makes me like resistant to it. But I hope that you guys follow through, because there's so much more than even your soulmate to this journey, you guys. Meeting your soul tribe, your family, good friends, blessings, abundance for you. So I feel like this reading was a bit deeper than what intended, but I was just open to whatever came through, and that is what came through for you. So that is what I have for you, group one. I'll talk to you soon. If you chose group 2 with the Sunstone Crystal and the Cat Tarot, this is your reading. We're getting into meeting your soulmate. What is it going to be like? When is it going to happen? Signs and signals you'll be getting from the universe as well. We're going to get all the way into it. This could be for your life partner, or your next partner as well. I know some of us have different terms we like to use to identify our connection, so let's get into it. Spirit, how will they be meeting their life partner? Oh, immediately 2 cards. The only 2 cards in this deck, actually, that have to do with, like, you know, manifesting and kind of like this, not the spiritual aspect. There's other cards about spirituality in this deck, but interesting that these 2 came out together. It's like manifesting and make a wish. Wow. Whenever I get this energy, Spirit is always coming through with like, Spirit is always coming through with this energy where it's like, tell me what it is that you're looking for. Tell me what it is that you want, and I will bring that to you. Whenever I get this type of energy, it's always like indicating a special opportunity coming through. Spirit is saying, tell me exactly what you want in a partner, and I will bring that to you. Make a wish. This is the perfect time to make a wish. I would literally, oh my God, I literally just saw 222 on the clock. I'm freaking out. I would literally pause the video and make a wish and tell Spirit what it is that you're looking for. And it doesn't have to be like a one-liner. You can take a moment to just really communicate with Spirit about what it is you're looking for, and then come back. But yeah, you guys, tapping into this energy immediately. Wow. We have past hurts, stress, and self-reflection. So this tells me a lot. This tells me that you guys are in a space where you have experienced some life lessons in love. You've experienced some low times in love. I feel like the lessons that you've learned up until this point we're always learning, but romantic related lessons, I feel like they're pretty much done. So I feel like you can still feel that. And there's almost just like an afraid energy of opening yourself up and putting yourself back out there. But moving forward, I will say, is going to be different than what happened in the past. Unless you do something that you know you're not supposed to do, that always leads you down a path that doesn't, you know, give you what you're looking for. Of course, that, you know, making the same choice would leave you back, but moving forward, I will say that there isn't anything that Spirit is planning at this time to send to you as far as like a lesson that needs to be learned. But I feel like a little bit of a, with this past hurts and stress energy, it's kind of like because of what you've experienced in the past, you're almost a bit afraid to put yourself out there again because you do not, I repeat, do not want to experience that again. And Spirit is saying, listen, what is your wish? Make a wish. What do you want? You know, I will bring that straight to you. So I love that energy. That's kind of telling us like who the person is in a way, because it's going to be the person that you ask for. So let's see. You're not going to see them coming. We got incognito. You're not going to see this coming. Tapping into this person's energy, like they're going to come through out of nowhere. As far as the meeting, we'll have to... Excuse me. Thank you. We will have to pull from the tarot to see more about that, or from a different deck, because what I'm getting, especially with the universe card coming through, a lot of magical energy, a lot of like your guides really taking the wheel for you, like a lot of spirit guide help and spirit guide work with your pile. It feels like it's going to come through very uniquely to you. Like wherever you are, whatever you're into, that's how Spirit's going to do it. So like if you're more of a homebody, Spirit's going to make this really, really easy for you. There's going to be a clear, clean cut opportunity for you to go out, and Spirit will have you meet them there, or Spirit will, you know, kind of like adhere to your routine. Like I get an energy of like, you know, you kind of being catered to by the universe. There's an energy of you not really having to do anything. It kind of feels like Spirit's just, you know, giving you whatever it is that you need from where you are. If you're someone who does like to go out, Spirit will make sure that your person is there in the right space at the right time, you know, to meet you. Like I feel like Spirit like really just hand delivering you your next partner. That's exactly how it feels. We have the inner child that came out, so I'm going to see what this is talking about. But I do feel like that's your person's energy. I can almost already feel your person's energy coming through. And it's coming through as an energy of someone who's very safe, very much so a safe space for you. Someone who dances with you, you know, someone who wants you to, someone who kind of pushes you to be a little uncomfortable because they want to have fun with you. We have the Knight of Wands. This is so cute. They're playful, and they're someone that you can trust, someone that you can depend on, someone that will make you stronger. You know, these are so cute. I love the cat tarot. There's a little mouse toy under his paws, if you can see that. But with this Knight of Wands, and you can see he's doing his little dancey dance, his little shake that cats do. Your person, that's exactly their energy. Like they do their little shake, and it's like they're kind of just getting you out of your comfort zone, making you comfortable, very playful. This person allows your inner child to shine. You could be meeting them at a children's birthday party, or at a like at an amusement park. You could be meeting them at a carnival, at the beach. You could be meeting them anywhere where people kind of play, at the park. Like I said, Spirit honestly is going to deliver this person directly to you, the easiest way that it can come through. So there's almost an energy here of like, if you go out to your weekly runs, you know, you'll meet this person on the trail, like that type of energy. Like Spirit's going to make it extremely easy for you. We have the Magician with the King of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel like there's a little bit of a masculine wound here with you guys, where it's almost like divine masculine energy, or like men in general kind of scare you, or you may find men to be scary. There's kind of like that energy here with masculines. You're like, and Spirit's like totally cool with it. Spirit is saying, whatever way and whenever you're ready, we can manifest this. So we're going to get into the cards of time that I have here to tell us like when this is coming through. But Spirit is very much so being clear that this is going to go pretty much how you want it to go. And Spirit is being very gentle with your heart. Because I feel like King of Pentacles in reverse, you guys are like, I do not want someone that's super misogynistic or super controlling, someone who just wants me to fill a void for them, someone who wants me to be quiet off in the corner. But if I am quiet in the corner, I don't want someone to assume that that's all I am and that I don't speak up for myself and try to take advantage of me. Like, I feel like an energy and spirit's like, hey, slow down. We got the Magician here. That is not what's going to happen at all. So we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. No stress. But it's scary. Look at you guys. Scary face. Scary leaves. You know, it is scary. Eight of Wands is a card of kind of feeling, you know, a bit afraid and being nervous and feeling stuck. And Spirit is saying we can go, like, we can do this whatever way is most comfortable for you, as long as you're open. We got the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. As long as you commit to opening yourself up and being a part of this process, this will go whatever way you need it to go. Whatever way is most comfortable for you. Oh, and I love that. Because King of Pentacles in reverse, you said, I don't want someone super controlling, and Spirit's like, well, how about someone super loving? How about someone who can protect you, someone you can trust? Someone who will make it comfortable for you to let out your more playful nature and allow your inner, you know, child to shine. So I love this energy of this person. As far as the meeting of your soulmate, honestly, it can come literally any way. Like, Spirit is making it very clear that this is going to, yeah, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of working with the universe. Spirit is saying basically whatever way you manifest it or whatever way you're comfortable with, give us some options or give me an idea and I will kind of like cater to that. So that's very refreshing. It's seldom that I get, I don't know, I want to, like, I don't remember all the readings I've done. I've done literally like hundreds of readings. I almost want to say thousands. I probably have done thousands, I'm pretty sure. Including private readings, definitely have done thousands. But anyways, I don't want to say I've never gotten this energy, but I've never gotten it so clear where it's like Spirit is saying whatever you want. Like, typically there's conditions or typically there's a way that you have to go about things. But I feel like because of the past hurt that you've been through and stress and lessons that you've already learned, Spirit is basically saying it's your time to shine. It's your time to be abundant. It's your time to get what it is that you want. So let's see what else we got from the tarot and then we'll move into the time and stuff. Ten of Swords in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. It's a bit uncomfortable, but Spirit has got your back. Your guides have got your back. And this isn't a path that's going to lead you to failure. Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Hermit. You guys are so cute. I love this energy. Like, the people who choose the Cat Tarot are always special people. I always find people who choose the Cat Tarot to come through in such a freaking cute energy. But, you know, Nine of Pentacles, honestly, in reverse is a little bit of self-sabotaging type of energy. So I feel like your guides are on standby because any self-sabotaging at this point is just a defense mechanism with this Hermit card to keep you safe. So I think Spirit is understanding of you and what you need at this point. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the Page of Swords in reverse. So Spirit understands in order for you to allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, allow yourself to come out, you're going to have a safe space, a comfortable space in order for you to feel like you can play. So let's see what we get. Spirit, can you tell me when will group 2 meet their soulmate, their life partner, their next partner? When will this come through? Now that is funny. We have hours and then we have number 19. So within a few hours from now, whenever I get a time frame this soon, I know that Spirit is saying it's a sign, it's a signal. Unless you have plans to go out today, and that can probably make you nervous, and I don't want you guys to be nervous. Like, unless you have plans to go out today in a few hours, then I wouldn't say you're going to meet them in a few hours, but I definitely feel like you'll get a sign and signal. That's something we're tapping into as well for this reading to see what signs will come up for you. But we have the 19. So that can represent the 19th of the month. And 19 can also be a significant number for you. We'll see. Okay, cool. We got a month. We got a day. We got number 22. Oh, wait. It's 02. I always read these cards upside down sometimes. We got O2. We got Cancer season, June 21st to July 22nd. September came up for you as well. So if any of these are your birthday, I would take that as confirmation and then go with the other numbers we have in the next few weeks. Something is heating up rather soon for you guys. And I remember getting that message towards the beginning of your spread. We got Thursday that came out too. I remember getting that message in the beginning of your spread where it's kind of like, because you're manifesting this is going to come through as soon as you let it. Because some of you guys are still healing in a more uncomfortable space and you're kind of like trying to focus on other things at this time. So Spirit is being very patient with your journey and your process and whatever it is that you need. Spirit, what else can you tell me about them meeting their soulmate? I feel like you're going to be helping them in some way. Honestly, I get a very childlike energy in the most possible, like in the sweetest possible way. We have the confessions card, and this is kind of like giving me that energy of like, do you like me? Yes or no? Because I like you. Like that kind of energy. We have too much on my mind and you're worth love. So tapping into your energy again, just more healing. I do feel like you guys are on a path of healing. And with this sailing card, that honestly lets me know that you're more focused on finding a new routine and doing your own thing. Because you still may be processing something that you've been through recently. Like if you just went through a breakup and you're trying to say, well, let me go back to this, you know, drawing board. Spirit, what can you say is coming for me now? Yeah, I get that energy where you're just kind of chilling at this time. So Spirit is going to like introduce this to you really whenever you're ready. We have the high maintenance card. We have a heart and positive thinking. So I feel like it's hard for you to even think of love in a way because you haven't fully accepted that your last relationship is over and you're still trying to, you know, process what happened with that. But this is what I get talking about the new person. Have a heart. I feel like you're going to be helping them in some way. You could be helping them with directions. You could be helping them as like a tutoring situation. If you're in school, you could be helping them as a mentor or something like that. We have the time to go card. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of new beginnings, and we are with you through every phase and cycle. So I do feel like you're definitely cycling out of a relationship. And then we have Cupid. Yeah, and see, more of that like higher power angelic energy. I got that since the beginning of your spread where it's like manifesting, make a wish. You're asking for someone or looking for someone specific. You don't want to just date any old body. You want to date someone that you're really going to resonate with on all levels and all ways. This one says, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. So I feel like you guys are doing totally fine with this sailing energy, just trying to find your routine again. Like I said, Spirit's going to make this one super, super easy for you. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. So yeah, you guys, tapping into this energy, I feel like Cupid's arrow is going to strike, and I don't feel like you guys are having to work very hard for this one. And as far as messages, signs, and signals, we have the listen card. There is going to be a synchronicity or something in the next few hours. It could be an angel number that specifically means something to you. This wouldn't be like 1111. This would be like, you know, an angel number that's like very, very telling, specifically to do with love. It could be 1111, but you know what I mean. Like it wouldn't be something like common that you see all the time unless your guides have a specific way that they always reach out to you, and that's like something personal to you. It's going to be personal. Listen says, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to the gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Spirit's going to tell you exactly what you need to do, if anything, as far as what there is for you to do. We have a writer's group and inspiration, and Surprisingly, I'm getting this as an energy. Oh, this is funny because I was also getting that too, where it's like you could be helping someone. So if you're a good writer, first of all, you may want to share your experience. That's something that can help you on a life purpose level, sharing what you've just gone through. If you've dated a narcissist, or if you're just dealing with heartbreak, or maybe you ended your relationship amicably, but it still hurts, sharing that experience with other people, whether it's creating your own channel or starting a blog or something like that, creating a TikTok, sharing your experiences, that's going to help people. And that's something that I'm getting with this writers group energy. But also, if you've been wanting to write your own poetry, or if you've been trying to get into writing in general, joining a writers group may be something beneficial for you, and this may, you know, lead you to love. I was a part of a writers group. Not so, well, it's long ago now, I guess a couple years ago now, oh my god. But yeah, I was in a writers group, and we used to meet up once a week at a different cafe in the city, and we would all write. Some people would bring pen and paper, some people would bring their laptops, some people just came to chat with other writers. It was such a freaking vibe. I loved it. So this is coming up for you. Create or join a writers group to gain inspiration, friendship, and support. And then inspiration says, yes, your idea is divinely inspired. Take action accordingly and set it into motion. So I feel like you guys already know what it is you're being called to do. But at the bottom of the deck, we have law of attraction. Keep your thoughts positive and surround yourself with positive people and situations, and you will attract more positivity into your life. This is how I see you guys coming across love. Honestly, I feel like it's something not directly related to love. I don't see you putting yourself out there again, getting on the dating apps. I see like an energy of you guys opening yourself up again and finding a new routine after like your routine has switched up because of a breakup or something that has happened, or just like a period of prolonged stagnancy. And Spirit is telling you to share your experience. But you guys, you have a special opportunity, and it can come in as soon as you want it to. But like I said, we did pull some indicators for time. But as far as the meeting of your next partner, it truly is going to be unique to what you ask for and what you communicate, what you're comfortable with and where you typically go. Not everyone likes coffee, so it's not like going to a coffee shop is ideal for everyone. That's something that you would specifically know you were called to do. So make sure you're listening to your intuition, because it's going to tell you everything you need to know. I love this pile. That is what I have for you, group 2. You can always find me on Etsy if you want your own private tarot reading. It'll be linked in the description. And that is what I have for you guys. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Modern Witch Tarot and the Zebra Stone, this is your reading, the meeting of your soulmate, life partner, your next partner. I know we all have different terms we like to use to identify this significant person in our life. What will the meeting be like? When as well? When is this happening? When are you going to meet them? Signs and signals, we're going to get into all of it. So let's just jump right in. Spirit, tapping into group 3, Zebra Stone, can you tell me, how are they meeting their soulmate, their life partner? How are they meeting this person? How are they meeting them, Spirit? How are they meeting? Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, so first of all, we have windfall, karmic debt, and ancestors that really caught my attention. I feel like, you know, your life has been going in seasons. All of our life goes in seasons. You know, we have a season of a windfall. We have seasons when we're repaying karmic debt. But specifically, I get an energy of, I'm seeing you and your next partner in Vegas. You and your next partner in Vegas. You and your next partner at a casino, having fun with each other. You enjoy each other. And it's not irresponsible. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to take this quick $300 to the casino and try to flip it. It's like, I see you guys enjoying each other. Your partner may be someone who makes bets for money. And it's hard to explain that without it sounding like dodgy, you know what I mean? Like, think of like Steak. You know how Drake, if you follow Drake like on Instagram, how he's been really pushing like the Stake app and, you know, that kind of thing, like placing bets. I don't know exactly too much about it. I'm pretty sure it's like a crypto. I feel like Stake is a place that you can trade crypto. I don't know. I've never really been on there, but I think that's what it is. But that's the energy that I get. Like, this person makes money through finance or something like that. But the way that this is aligning is, I feel like it's aligning because you've paid a karmic debt. I feel like you've just broken a generational curse. I feel like you've just leveled up your bloodline. I feel like there's something that you've done that has positively impacted your situation and what's going to be happening for you moving forward. So we have the self-reflection card. What I can say is I feel this energy for you super strong. If you're starting to feel like the reason why love hasn't come through, and it like, I feel like you guys may be in a lull, and you're like, love hasn't come through, and you're starting to turn on yourself. You know, there's like an energy here of you being like, there must be something wrong with me, or there must be more work that I have to do. And I'm not getting that that's the case at all. This is a time of reflection, but you should really be celebrating yourself, enjoying your time, and getting back into the swing of what makes you happy, because I'm seeing you guys getting out of a phase where you really had to like put your personal desires aside so that you could level up your bloodline. And your ancestors are very proud of that. But there is a karmic debt that has just paid off, and you may be paying off more karmic debt with this windfall, dating someone who's abundant, dating someone who you truly have fun with, especially if you come from a line of people who have like discourse in their relationships. So we have the stress card. It's kind of hard for you guys to come out of this I need to do something energy in order to receive love. Because tapping into this energy, I feel like you honestly, you may want to separate from your family or your friends and kind of start fresh, or just take some space to really reset and focus on you, and to listen to your body, listen to your soul, and to tap into what you're being told by your innermost self. Because there's just like this stress. I see you guys like winding down. It's kind of like, you know, when a computer, when it starts to run for a long time and is required to do a lot of work, you got all sorts of programs running, you'll start to hear the fan. You'll start to hear the fan in the computer, and then after you turn the computer off, the fan still runs for like a little while, and then it'll finally turn off. That's the energy that I get with you guys. Ooh, we got the fake friends card that came out. There may be time for a purging of your friend group, you guys. We have the goodbyes card, I just noticed, and then the spring card that just came up. So as things warm up, it's time for you to cycle out of your current, you know, friendships, say some goodbyes, and welcome your new friends that will be in your life moving forward. Because at this point, I don't even feel like necessarily it's fake friends. You'll know if you have fake friends or friends that just aren't very hopeful for their own lives. But I see that, you know, there's favor, there's blessing over your life. And that may not be for everyone you know, everyone you've been around. So I see there's a changing in your support system. But going back to what I was saying before about like the fan reference, it's just like an energy of you like, and you need to wind down. You need space to like really just rest. And if you haven't been doing anything recently, you need to optimize your rest, you know, because you're not going to feel well rested if you spend the entire day thinking about what you could do or feeling like you should be doing something. You have to accept, okay, this is a day of rest for me. That is what I'm doing. This is my rest day. And then, you know, that'll help you allow yourself to, once, like, seriously, the mind is so powerful. If your mind doesn't stop, even when you're in a rest period, like, you're still not going to feel rested. You're still going to be feeling like unsure. Spirit, what else can you tell me about the meeting of their soulmate? But what I can see so far for you guys is it's like it's time to party. It's time to have fun. And I feel like it's going to be uncomfortable for you guys because you may have been breaking generational curses of wealth. So you've learned how to save so that you can have security. So it's going to be a bit uncomfortable for you to get in this energy where it's like, ooh, okay, I can do whatever I want. We got so much money that we can do whatever, because you're kind of like still in that, you know, mode of I need to preserve. But I'm getting so many downloads about your personal journey, you guys. Meeting your next partner. As things get warmer, as it gets warmer, that's the closer you are. I feel like you're going to meet your person before fall, but I have a deck that I'm going to use specifically the cards of time to tell us like when this will come through. As far as the meeting though, I haven't gotten anything on that yet, so we'll switch gears and see how that's going to come through. But we got the yesterday card that came up. This lets me know you're still looking to the past, and we got to clear this energy of yesterday so that we can move into our future. Spirit, can you tell me how they're going to meet them? How are they going to meet their soulmate? This is the energy you're coming out of. I feel like you guys are coming out of a dark night of the soul. Yeah, there's a friend that needs to be dropped, because if he or she has their way, they will keep you from finding new love. They prefer you to be single because they want someone that they can be single with. We have high maintenance and backstabber. Like there's a friend that like having them around also is kind of sabotaging you. Like I said, I didn't feel like they were a fake friend. I just feel like it's more of an energy of like they're just kind of getting in the way. Like for an example, if you go out for drinks with your friends, right? Someone may feel like, oh, I don't want to disturb them. They're having a good time. They also may be nervous. Like if you go out with one or two other people, like that's a whole group of girls or a whole group of guys. Like even though I feel attracted to one of them, I don't want to have to try to entertain all of them. I just want to get one of them aside or something like that. Like being with other people is kind of like self-sabotaging in a way, because it's a deterrent for people to come towards you. And also there's a friend, I feel like they live a different lifestyle than you, and they're just kind of like demanding. We have the vampire card, and I won't keep asking. There's a friend that you have to purge out of your life, or this could be your own shadow telling you not to put yourself out there, telling you to ignore the signs and signals that you're getting. That has to be handled in order for you guys to be able to move forward. Let's see. We have the less card. I almost feel like you guys may be like your friends, they may be a little ratchet, and I personally love a good old ratchet time. But if you're always at the club, or you're always at a kickback with the same old people that aren't really doing very much with their lives, like it's gonna be hard for you to meet someone that's husband, wife, life partner, soulmate material, like, you know what I mean? And I feel like you guys are transforming to a new place of your life. You're transitioning to a space where what you are in alignment with is better than what you were in alignment with yesterday. So you got to say goodbye to that life. And the fake friends could honestly be you. You know, it can honestly be an energy of you looking at the people you used to hang out with like you're above them, like looking at them side eye like, ugh, I cannot believe you're still doing that. All you are about is drama. And it's like, you're feeling all of this about them. Just let them go. Just let them go, group 3. We have happy and content and confession. So I feel like when you're minding your own business, enjoying life, that's when love's gonna come through. We do have the out of the blue card that came, and then in heaven. So I see someone like traditionally really sweeping you off of your feet. And I feel like this is when you're out and about doing your own thing. The energy that I'm getting as far as the meeting, I see you like at a bookstore, or I see you, you know, at a museum, taking a walk in the park, doing something that's very casual, and that's how I see you meeting love. Whereas your friends may like, ooh, you ready to open up, girl? You better get on them dating apps. You better download Tinder again. You ready to get it shit popping? Like you better, and it's just like, you do not need that, you guys. We have the Ace of Cups and the Justice card. So well deserved after a cycle of doing a bunch of stuff for other people. We got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, so I do feel like this is going to come through unexpected. Ooh, and under that we have the Fool card. So that's an energy of a new beginning. Exciting. Yeah, and I see you cycling out of your old life and replacing it with these new offers, new options, and with your new life altogether. So I don't feel like you're going to meet this person any place that you frequent now, any place that you've really been. You may be meeting them somewhere completely new. I do feel like specifically this person is going to approach you first as well. We have the Queen of Swords, or sorry, the King of Swords and the Chariot in reverse. So that's kind of like an energy. Two of Pentacles in reverse. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry. You don't have to like wonder, oh, am I needing to send them all sorts of signs and signals? Do they like me? It's kind of like they just make that clear. King of Swords is someone who very much so goes after what they want. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we got the Hanged One. Okay, so that's an energy of all you need to do is surrender to the situation. Once they, you know, come towards you and they make their offer, all you have to do is accept, you know, and allow them to date you, allow them to treat you, allow them to pay attention and, you know, kind of show you a good time. Eight of Wands, it's going to come through very quickly, kind of unexpected. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit card. So I feel like you guys are kind of coming out of this space where you're doing your own thing. Oh, wow. We got the Queen of Wands here. So I feel like you guys just worrying about yourself, doing your own thing is best case scenario. Queen of Wands is Aries energy. One thing I love about Aries, they always seem to be able to keep themselves entertained. Like they really are the type that would be a loner just because they're not going to wait for another person to do their own thing. It's not like they're antisocial or anything like that. It's just like, I do what I want. I like to enjoy my life. I want to have fun. So I'm going to do whatever I want to do now kind of thing. Like they always seem to have that energy consistently. And I love that about them. But we have the World card in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't feel like this is someone you've manifested. I don't feel like this is someone you asked for. I don't feel like this is something you see coming. Like I said, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Hermit card. So that's just kind of more of an energy of you really doing your own thing, and this is coming to you. So how do I see you meeting them? I see you meeting them as you're out and about. You could be, you know, shopping, getting groceries. You could be shopping, looking for new clothes, window shopping at the mall. This is an energy of you kind of just being out, doing your own thing. And I like that because that lets me know that you don't have to like go out of your way to be super out there to like meet someone, you know. And then we have Daydream. You will more easily hear and receive messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you are watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. So I get like an energy here of you needing to tap back into your intuition. I feel like you guys are so used to working, using that left side of your brain, that like, you know, masculine energy of working, getting things done, breaking generational curses, working to secure your financial freedom. Yeah, here's another card of that. We have the Listen card. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. So I really feel like you guys need to take a week to reset. And if you've already been spending some time in a lull, not really doing anything, going back to the mind and the intention, if you spend a day like, oh, I really need to get up and wash the dishes, I need to get up and wash the dishes, but just staying in bed all day, but still thinking that, by the end of the day, you're still going to feel tired. Even though you've been in bed all day, not doing anything, not using any energy, you're going to be too tired to get up and do that one thing that you needed to do from the beginning. So optimize this, you know, like set your intention. This is going to be the week where I just rest. This is going to be the week where I recharge. I realign my energy, take care of myself kind of thing. And then we have opportunity to forgive. So there may be some, you know, forgiveness you need to tap into that's kind of weighing on your heart. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Ooh, honestly, with this, I feel like this is something you'll naturally be able to do when you step into this new relationship, because it's kind of like your life is so much better that you don't need to hold resentment towards whoever I feel like it's going to be really enlightening. Like when you get linked up with your next, like with your next partner, with your soulmate, and they're paying all the bills, they're taking care of you, they're very abundant, they make a lot of money, you know, it's a windfall you don't have to conserve. You're gonna just really be gritting your teeth like, I cannot believe I let that person get away with so much. I cannot believe I was paying for this and this and that and getting no reciprocity. But you will be able to forgive them as you'll be in a comfortable space, and you won't have to worry about that anymore. And then we have, hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. So your guides are waiting on standby to help you. And then we have energy work. Yep, that's it. I'm going to get into the time frame. I almost forgot. Let me pull out these cards, but confirmation that spirit is telling you this is where your focus needs to be at this time. Energy work, and then really just doing your own thing. Honestly, love is going to come to you, group 3. Life can be electrifying because it's very essence and energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. So you may be wanting to get paid for all the energy work you did. I mean, you spent all that time not getting paid for it. You might as well get paid moving forward. Let's see. So we have the hours card. We have 13, or wait, yeah, that's 13. We have hours and we have days. So I feel like there's gonna be a sign or signal coming in rather quickly for you guys. The number 13 could be your birthday. That could be a significant number for you as confirmation. You can meet someone super soon if you really make a shift that quickly. We got 17 that came out. But hours, I feel like that's more talking about like when you're gonna see a sign, like a few hours from now. And we have Friday, so it depends on when you're watching this, but there may be a sign or signal coming in the next few days for you. And then we have the number 11, so that could be November. I feel like it'll come through sooner. Let's see. No, that's funny. We got Sagittarius season that came out November 22nd to December 21st. So honestly, we may be really on to something with that November. Any other time indicators? Spirit, can you tell me any other cards? We got one that flipped around. Let me see. Oh, we got April. So we got a little bit of a mixed bag in terms of time, but yeah, group 3, that is what came out for you. That is what I have for you. If you want a private reading, you know that you can always find me on Etsy. It is linked in the description of every video. As far as you're meeting your soulmate, I truly see you meeting your soulmate when you're out and about doing your own thing, working on yourself, but it is so important, group 3, that you really take the time to intentionally decide, not at the end of the day when it's too late to do anything and optimize the day, but at the beginning of the day or the day before you go on your energy break, that I'm gonna go on a break to specifically recharge my energy so that you can really tap into that healing, so you can really like clear the energy of yesterday and the past, because I still see that very much so in your energy field. I would definitely recommend doing a spiritual bath, cleansing your space. I hate cleansing my house. I say it all the time. Like I try not to use strong words like that, but oh my God, I just have so much house. So it's hard for me to go through the entire house and freaking sage it and do all of this work, but I have to because it's a part of my spiritual protection, and weird stuff will start going down. I don't know about you, but all of a sudden you're hearing doors creaking and weird noises and whispers and all sorts of stuff. Weirdness happening if you don't keep up on that spiritual protection, especially with so much going on in the world, so much sickness, war, craziness, you know, you need to cleanse your energy. You need to cleanse your energy, because spiritually it's going to seep in through your consciousness, through your home, through your neighbors, you know. So just cleanse your home, cleanse your space, cleanse your body. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys, group 3, everything about the meeting of your soulmate and when, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the smoky quartz and the Mermaid Tarot, this is your reading, meeting your soulmate, life partner, your next partner. I know we all have different terms we like to use, so soulmate as the blanket term, but apply this as you will. When will you meet? What is it going to be like? What signs and signals are you going to get? When is this all happening? We're going to get into it today, so let's just get started. All right. Spirit, can you tell me for group 4, Smoky Quartz, when are they going to be meeting their soulmate? What is the meeting going to be like with their soulmate? What can you tell us about the meeting? What can you tell us about the meeting? This is one of my monster decks. It is seriously so big. I don't feel like the camera does it justice, but it is so freaking huge. It's hard to shuffle. I wonder if you guys can tell how big that is. I mean, in comparison to your tarot deck that I'm using, it's like darn near twice the size. Spirit, can you tell me the meeting of their soulmate? What is it going to be like? What is it going to be like for group 4 to meet their soulmate? What is this meeting? I'm going to take those. I'm not going to take this one. Ooh, so I feel like your guides are going to kind of lead you. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. There's a lot going on. So first of all, we have spirit guides that came out for you. So your guides are going to be kind of leading you through this experience. But what I feel is you're meeting your soulmate when you're trying something new. Wherever you are, this is very different for you. So if you're someone who likes to party hardy, this is like you trying, let me go to an art museum. Let me just check out some art. Let me see if I'd be into it. Or if vice versa, you know, you like to party, you're like, let me do something more adventurous. Let me go rock climbing. Let me do something that's like out of my ballpark. Tapping into the energy, there's somewhat of a rendezvous. It's giving like Sunday fun day energy, where it's like you start the day off with the intention of just going out, but you don't really know where you're gonna end up. That kind of energy. It's a surprise. Tapping into this energy, I'm hearing like prepare for the unexpected. We also have no strings. So I feel like when you're meeting your soulmate, it's a chance meeting. It's a chance encounter. It's like you guys are ending up partnered up doing something. And that's funny because I didn't take the soulmate card, or sorry, it wasn't soulmate. This is the card. I'll take it. I didn't take the challenge card that was sitting here before because it kind of rolled out of the deck, but now I'm getting some of this energy where it's like you're doing something out of your comfort zone. It's challenging in the sense that, you know, it's something you wouldn't typically do, a place you wouldn't find yourself. You could be literally taking some sort of like rock climbing challenge or some sort of, you know, challenge in that way, and you end up getting paired up with someone, and that's kind of how you guys start getting to know each other, you know, no strings. It's not like, okay, we're both coming into this space and there's all this pressure, like this has to be like some sort of serious dating experience. It's really just kind of like everything is just really kind of chill. And we do have the enemies card here that showed up. So I'm like, what are we talking about, Spirit? Where is this going? What's going on? So let me see. Let me actually, no, we'll keep going. Work life. Romance. Wow. So to clarify the enemies card, Spirit is saying like you are a workaholic. You may need to take some time off. And I've been getting that a lot throughout every single pile, like being more intentional with dating versus being open to just what happens. That's kind of like opening yourself to someone else's inspired action. You know, I'm seeing for you guys, like the enemy is being a workaholic, not giving yourself any time to slow down and to enjoy life. I literally just a week ago forced myself to take a week off, no working. I didn't do any readings, and I literally just worked on myself, my own spiritual growth, making sure I'm still learning and growing. And when you're having like bills to pay for or a thing, you know, people that depend on you, it can be hard to like get yourself out of that masculine energy so that you can receive and experience. But that is something that's going to be very important for you to get into this romantic space. So I see when you're taking some time off of work is when you are meeting your person, and we'll just keep going and building from there. Spirit, what else can you tell me about the meeting of their soulmate, the meeting of their life partner? How are they meeting their life partner? Can you reveal to us how they're meeting? We have threes of crowd, so I'm feeling like there's some sort of group event that's happening here. It's not like you're meeting this person like, again, it's giving me more of that energy. Like, it's not like, oh, you're going on a dating app and there's all these different options. This is kind of like an energy. Ooh, interesting. Why is this energy coming up? That is so annoying. I think it's important for you to know, otherwise it wouldn't come up. We have reunion, persuasion, and let me go. So there's someone that you've been trying to release energetically. You may want to actually do a cord cutting ritual. And this person may be the enemy energy as well. Like, this person may be a coworker that always convinces you, like someone that you share, you know, you like your business with, your innermost thoughts with. They may always convince you, no, that person's not someone you should take seriously. Or if this is someone you're romantically attracted to, you may be holding space for that person. And as soon as you're starting to open yourself up, I wouldn't tell anyone what you have going on, but as soon as you're starting to open yourself up now, they're giving you attention again. Otherwise, this could be an energy of an ex coming back into your life. With this 3 is a crowd card, this could indicate a third-party situation that this person chose to, you know, go pursue. And I'm like, why is this coming up, Spirit? We're looking for like meeting of their soulmate, moving forward, but I feel like it wouldn't come up unless it was important to fully address and clear this energy head on so that you can move forward into the arms of your soulmate. Like, you have to cut the cords of whoever is in your energy right now. And like I said, you may want to do a cord cutting ritual, because if this is someone who just comes around and as soon as you're like, leave me alone, they just run away again, but they still hold that energetic attachment to you. You know, you may not be able to have like a closure conversation with those kind of people, like someone who's stubborn. But we have just say no and too tough that did come up. So Spirit is saying this is not the person you're meant to kind of, you know, move forward with. We have building up the nerve and have heart. So I do feel like if this person wants to apologize, let them apologize. But beyond that, honestly, it's time to move into like your own blessings, a new cycle. I'm just getting this energy, you guys, of this underlying enemy that you're maybe not aware of. And this could be energetically. When's the last time you saged your house? When was the last time you did, you know, you kept up with your spiritual protection? Like, you know, you tapped into your spiritual routine. Like, tapping into this energy, and maybe an unknown enemy in the sense that it's a buildup of negative energy kind of surrounding your life that needs to be cleared so love can really come all the way through. And Spirit's kind of been trying to hint to you, and your guides have been trying to hint to you to do this. We have the I won't keep asking card that came up. So your guides are like, we told them to do that. We told them to do that last Saturday, and next thing you knew, they laid in bed all day, or they were on their phone all day and they didn't do it. So I won't keep asking. Like, your guides are like, can we cleanse this space, please? But we have shine your light, lucky, and love, and in heaven. So I see you kind of being like swept away, and I feel like the surprise aspect is just what you need, especially if you're someone who's an overthinker. Like, just meeting someone under the circumstances is way better than going on a date for you at this point, because you may self-sabotage. You may say something embarrassing or do something that you feel is embarrassing, and it may just honestly truly be better for you guys to experience a connection that kind of develops naturally. Yeah, 6 of Swords, a connection that you can just naturally surrender to. I would say that you're meeting someone, doing something different. Some way, somehow, you end up coupled up with that person, especially if it's like something that takes, I don't know how to explain this energy. Like I said, the only thing that's coming through is like, say you go to an obstacle course challenge, you intend to just go by yourself, and then you end up getting coupled up with this person. Like, you find out you need a partner to do this, and that's how it happens. Or like, if you're going to do something out of your comfort zone, this person kind of ends up tagging along. So say, you know, typically you like to be more active, but you want to slow yourself down this day. This day you go to a museum. This person walks up to you while you're at the museum, and they're like, do you understand what any of this art is saying? And you're like, no. And then you guys just kind of naturally end up walking throughout the rest of the museum with each other, going out to eat afterwards. But it's not like something, I set the intention, I'm meeting this person here, we're going on a date. It's kind of like something that just, like I said in the beginning, I was getting like Sunday fun day energy. Like, it's just like you know that you're going to go to brunch with your girls, but you don't know where it's going to take you. That kind of energy, very unexpected, a surprise. I feel like that's because you guys can be very stubborn. Like, you may be like, no, I need this kind of person. I need someone like this. So you only look for that kind of person. But Spirit's like, let me link you with your person, your soulmate, your life partner. You know what I mean? Let me not, you don't even have to worry your pretty little head. Just be open to it. And we have the Fool in reverse and the Magician in reverse. So you guys may have like a history of making bad choices. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, when it comes to dating and romance, you always end up in some mess. Like, it's always like these situations find you. Hold on, we got a couple cards that flew to the floor. We have the Hangman and the Five of Pentacles. So whenever Spirit tries to put someone in your life that's just good for you, it's very hard for you to surrender to it. So I feel like that's why it's coming through as a surprise, something totally unexpected. So you can't have the time to say no, 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 because you're not even initially looking at this person that way. This is definitely like a chance meeting, something that just, you know, kind of came up out of the blue. But I do see you guys doing something that you've either never done before or something that's different, a new experience leading you to this meeting. Spirit, what else can you tell me about them meeting their soulmate? Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse, not dating app energy. So if that's the way you've been doing it, seriously, like, I feel like your energy is coming through trying to say, well, is it this? Well, is it that? Just tell me. And Spirit's like, I'm not telling you. Hierophant in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse. You're definitely an analyst, someone who analyzes people's behavior naturally. You may be a people watcher. I dated this Scorpio that was like a huge people watcher. Every time we went to Walmart, it was their favorite thing. Like, they always picked up on every little thing. Like, we'd be out to eat at a restaurant and they'd be like, oop, we got some drama. We got some drama over there. They're arguing. And I turn around and I look and I'm like, what do you mean? They're just eating. And like, my person was like, no, they're not just eating. Like, this and this and this just happened. I just saw their face squinch up. No, they're pissed. Like, and then next thing you know, shit's going down. Like, so you guys may be like someone who naturally watches your environment. I find people with super strong, like a Mars Virgo, or even like a Mars Scorpio, to be very preventative, not preventative, but like watchful, you know, like you really watch your environment. And that's so funny because we have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and look at this person on the card, like emerging from the water. This you? Is that your energy? Let's switch gears a little bit, see if we can get some more information. Spirit, can you tell me when this is coming through? When is this coming through for them? And then we'll see what else we can get about you guys meeting your soulmate. We got April. April has come up for you and pile 3. I want to say pile 2, maybe 2. I don't remember. We have Don't Waste Your Time. Yeah, so you guys, I feel like you genuinely have a good heart and you see the good in people. But I will say, like, ooh, in the next few days, I feel that X energy coming in hot. That person that typically like self-sabotages you, I feel their energy coming in super, super soon. So just be mindful of that. We have Sunday. No way. You guys, this is a thick deck. I believe there's at least 70 cards I know in this deck. And I was saying Sunday, fun day, Sunday, fun day, Sunday, fun day. There's only one Sunday card in the entire deck and it came out for you guys. So definitely Sunday, fun day energy. Sunday could also literally be the day that you meet them, since it came up so much channeled through this reading. Spirit, can you tell me when they're meeting them? Anything else about the meeting? One of these cards flipped. We have July. And July is also month 7. So we got some reoccurring 7s. We also have a 4 here, and that makes me think of like the 4th of July. Let me get one more card. Summer, which is so funny. Another card just fell. It's not from this deck though. It was from the tarot deck. We got summer, which July, smack dab in the middle of summer. So this could be like a Sunday in July. Very interesting stuff here, Spirit. What else can you tell me about the meeting for group 4? Creative expression. This one says God's divine creativity is expressed through your actions. And then we have authenticity. Trust what it says, trust that your real self, whom God created divinely perfect, has the strength and knowledge needed for the situation. So yeah, you guys, it's just really up to you to show up. It's up to you to follow your, like your intuition with this one. Trust that the universe, spirit, God, the divine knows who it is that you need, what it is that you need, and you just follow what you're being led to do. We have keep going. Use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative project with authentic emotion. So something about authenticity here and creative expression. You guys also may be trying to put out, and I find this, I find this was a theme of last year, 2021. This was a theme. A lot of people put out this projection of what society considers to be like an attractive person, you know what I mean? Like people say, oh, guys like girls that are like this, or girls like guys that are like this, or people like, you know, people who dress like this, act like this, look like this, whatever. And with you guys, you're being called to be authentic to your own creativity and yourself. A lot of people end up attracting to them partners that are not in alignment with them in these cycles over and over and over again, with people who are not in alignment with them or who don't resonate with them, because as above, so below, so within, so without, that energy that you're putting out is attracting inauthenticity to you. So if you're putting out your authentic self, you're going to receive that. And yeah, you may get less offers because you're not in the mix of the matrix, you know, you're not putting out that salivating, you know, thirst trap that the matrix has come to know and love. You're putting out, you know, who you truly are. And that's good, because you don't need to be bothered by a bunch of time wasters anyways. Oh my God, you guys got the wedding card. Wedding, a marriage and union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a deeper desire to love over time. Your wedding day is the testament of your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life and faith and to love, dearest one, is what it says. So Spirit is saying, we got this. We're getting you to the altar where you want to be. We're, you know, coupling you up with your life partner, but you got to leave a little space for us to really work in your life. And then we got the listen card. This came up for every single pile today. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Your guys just keep trying to drill it in. We got this, we got this, we got this. You're so used to being in control, so used to making things happen. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. So I feel like Spirit keeps, you know, drilling in this idea, keeps bringing up this idea of it being important for you guys to be surprised, to allow yourself to be surprised, to allow this aspect to be taken care of. And I feel like when it has to do with work or other things in your life that you've wanted, you realize that in order to do so, you've had to, you know, be in the lead for those things to manifest, for those things to come. And this is just something very different. Now, we did get that have a heart card with the person coming back of the past. So don't create more karma by cursing them out or sending them energy. Even if they send it to you, like, don't return like that energy and create more karma for yourself. We got the opportunity to forgive card. So more of that having a heart energy coming through. The situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and to release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing other people's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. So Spirit is saying you're going up, you know, give them the opportunity to be set free from this cycle as well, because even if they're still in this cycle, they're going to pull on your energy, which is why before I'm like, you may want to do a cord cutting, because I'm picking up on an X and their energy is super strong here. So set them free so you can be set free for your own good. They may not deserve to be forgiven. A lot of people don't deserve shit. Like, a lot of people don't deserve your kindness. They really don't. Like, the way they move so foul. But this is for you, you guys. We have the entrepreneur. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Ooh, interesting. Working for yourself allows you to better allow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your coworkers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. Didn't we get the work life card? Yeah, we did. So a changing in your work situation will also positively impact romance for you. Something about work needing to change, or maybe you starting your own business, you know, getting out of the space you're currently in. Your current job may be lowering your vibration. It's hard for you to meditate when you get home because you're pissed about something that's occupying your mind. It's hard to slow down your mind without thinking about all the ways you would, you know, do what you really want to do if you could, you know. So yeah, tapping into that energy. Something about work is affecting your love life. It's come up twice now in different decks. And then we did get the creative expression card. Like I said, I feel like that's an aesthetic message for you, but it can also be like it's time to tap into your creative expression and to optimize that, leverage your talents to make you money. And then lastly, we have innocence. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's hard work or handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so that we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart and move on. So there's an energy of lightening your load, cutting some cords, and detaching so that you can move forward in love. That is what I have for you guys. Everything about you meeting your soulmate and when. If you need your own private tarot reading, you know you can find me on Etsy. It's linked in the description of every video. But that is what I have for you guys today. I'll talk to you soon.